So yeah, it is hour 2, guys. By the way.
Yes.
So it's obvious, the Dolphins are playing the Patriots this weekend. Sure enough, Belichick is going to have some things to say about the Dolphins.
Oh no!
Here's what he had to say about Tua.
Well, again, a pretty experienced quarterback in terms of the passing game and what they did at Alabama. He gets rid of the ball very quickly. Doesn't hold it much. Sees coverage as well. Is taking good care of the ball. Hasn't thrown the ball to the defense. But sees it, sees what he's got, understands the pressure, understands the timing of the routes, gets the ball out quickly, and has enough quickness in the pocket to make it difficult for the pass rush to get to him. He can run a little bit, but he's more, I would say, of a quicker guy in the pocket that's elusive and really wants to throw more than he wants to run. Again, he can run, but he really is a good passer and wants to, wants to get it out, get the ball out quickly into the passing game. He does a pretty good job of that.
Very chipper, Bill Belichick talking about Tua Tagovailoa.
That sounds like.
Remember that like when we had Adam Gase, like the first day of training camp, he sounded so refreshed. We're like, whoa, what is this Adam Gase? And then the season started, he was back to normal. This sounds like refreshed Bill Belichick.
It sounds refreshing having that pain in the ass Tom Brady around.
Yeah, like he doesn't care what the record is, as long as it doesn't have to deal with Tom Brady.
He's like, it's great. What are we? 500? Whatever. I got 6 rings.
That was rather energetic, right?
Well, you did say that, like, on non-Mondays, he's a little bit more chipper. But that was, I don't know, man. That sounded like he just got a massage or a day at the spa or something. Or, I don't know.
You want to hear another one?
Just hanging with Bon Jovi? I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, that's good. What is that? What else is Bill Belichick say?
This is him on the Dolphins' turnover ability.
Well, just that. They've been able to do it in a number of ways. Fumbles, strip sacks, interceptions. They've been very opportunistic, and they forced offenses into some bad plays and capitalized on them. And some of those plays have resulted in big returns as well. So not just taking the ball away, but taking away, running it back for a touchdown. Like they did against the Rams and Arizona. Set up a couple other short field scores as well. So. Yeah, they've done a very good job of that.
I'm not comfortable with how relaxed he sounds, Leroy.
That's
I don't like this.
What that sounds like. That's how relaxed
this.
you are when you got 6 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Plus those other 2 when you were defensive coordinator.
Man, all
Bro,
right.
I'm not feeling good, and
I'm not feeling good about that.
He's feeling really. He does really good against rookie quarterbacks too.
Yeah, it feels like he's got like a house money game, or where he's like, whatever, So I'm not going to make the playoffs. Big deal. He's probably happy. He probably gets more vacation time. He's like, I knew I wasn't going to win this year anyway. Cam Newton, you guys are idiots.
Jeez.
He's
Hey, look at Tom. He's only 1 game better than me, or 2 games better than me.
Yeah. Oh, look at Tom. He's getting yelled at by Bruce Arians every week. Enjoy that, dum dum. All right. Well, I'm a little bit uneasy about this, Bill Belichick being relaxed. Now, I'm trying to find the exact record of what Bill Belichick is against rookie quarterbacks. I feel like the number I've landed on that I've seen the most common is 21-5 all time.
Yep. That's the one.
21-5 all time. He is 16. Apparently, no, he's 11-0 since losing to Geno Smith in 2013.
Want me to tell you why that doesn't apply?
Sure.
Who was running the defense last year?
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Flores.
Okay.
But
So hold on. I say this for this reason.
go ahead.
You don't think that he has an idea of what Bill Belichick's going to do?
He might.
I mean, this defense does that. Mm-hmm. This defense creates chaos.
Well, the 2 worst games this year for Justin Herbert were his 45-0 loss to New England. He was 26-53 for 209 yards. His worst game was against the Dolphins, where he threw for 187 yards.
Right. So you don't think that Flo is giving him a little heads up that they're going to design a plan because Flo's going to say, here's what I would do.
But what if Belichick knows that's what Flo would do, and then does some
Doesn't work like
chicanery.
It doesn't. You don't have time for all that, dude. You don't have time to figure out what the other guy. Oh, he knows this, so I'm gonna do this. You have to be true to who you are. So that defense is gonna be that defense. You're gonna tweak it a little bit, but the basic concepts of that defense are gonna stay consistent.
All right. So
I'm just telling you.
So you don't think that,
hey, how about this? When an offensive or a quarterback's coach leave, because I'll tell you this. Have you ever seen me madder than when the Dolphins played Green Bay a few years ago with Philbin? And a guy who was supposed to be around that defense or around that offense and know exactly what they're going to do, sends out a linebacker to cover a tight end with a billy club on his arm.
Philip Wheeler.
So, if you want an example of whether a coach should know what the hell to do and not do it anyway, there you have it.
That's why that's one of those things too. Where was that the game where Philbin felt queasy? Was that the one where he?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Where he felt upset with the timeouts. I was feeling a little bit queasy. Gave him more time. Idiot.
I mean, he did call the timeout for them.
He did.
He's also the guy that used the timeout the first 5 minutes of the game. All three of them.
Well, he uses challenges.
His challenges. He lost his challenges. Remember when we said when Philbin after he left the Dolphins and we found out that he was the O-line coach for the Colts that was ruining Andrew Luck? We're like, that's about right.
I mean, he wasn't. Hold on. Let's be clear. They brought him here saying that he worked with Aaron Rodgers, and he wasn't even in the same room with Aaron Rodgers.
He's the copy guy.
He was
mailroom.
He was basically the Eric Mangini and Scott Pioli of Green Bay.
Better Call Saul worked in the mailroom.
He made a quarterback prodigy quit football because he was so bad at coaching the offensive line.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so you're saying that Flo's got this though. Like Flo should be swaggering in.
Yes, you have to be careful though. You have to be careful because you're not going to be able to draw up a whole new game plan or a whole new system to beat it. What you have to do is tweak what you currently have. And if you have designed a good offensive system, then it's very easy to tweak it here and there while still keeping it, similar to what you've done all year, because that's easier to transition to. So, for example, in football, you only have 5 or 10 plays. You have maybe 4 or 5 run plays, and you have maybe 4 or 5 passing plays. But the way you get it is you trick the defense with formations, motions, and things like that. And so, but your offense is still consistent. You may run it in different formations. You may have one guy who normally runs this route. You may change the formation so that another guy is running it.
Yep.
And that throws the defense off because, believe me when I tell you, when you line up, if you've lined up anywhere like the defense watched film on you on that week, they're going to call out the play. Here comes the trap to the left. So if you run something different, they're shook. They have no idea what's going on. So that's all you have to do. Now, defensively, they do the same thing. What you do with young quarterbacks is you want them to think that it's one thing and react off of that pre-snap look and then run something totally different. For example, young quarterbacks, you line all the men up on the line of scrimmage, he thinks it's a hot route. How many times do they throw that pick to either the left defensive end or the left linebacker because he drops back underneath that slant? Basic stuff, right? So what Flo is going to do is Flo is going to say, this is what I did. So instead of having a hot route, let's motion the guy across or whatever, max it up, and then run a regular play.
And you're
And it's
telling
just
me there's
stuff like that.
And you're telling me Bill Belichick's got no time to do a little reverse psychology on Flo.
He doesn't have to. So if they come and you have max protection, you block it. If they don't come, max protection, then you just read the route. In any event, your quarterback's not rushing through a progression, and that's in the end what you want. You know how they say you want the game to slow down. Mm-hmm. Well, all that means is that you're relaxed enough where you're not seeing things that aren't there. You're not Sam Darnolding the situation, right? You don't see ghosts. You know exactly what you're looking at. You know what to expect. You read and react off of what you're seeing or what you know is there, not what you think is going to happen.
I saw Sam Darnold the other day saying that he wants to be a Jet for life. Damage is done, my friend.
Hey, you're going to be
damage is done, my friend.
The world is going to end next April. Because as soon as they draft Trevor Lawrence, he gone.
We take